Welcome back to Entrepreneurs and Creative Thinker. My name is Wilfred Brown. Today we're going to have a unique discussion. This discussion is three decisions we have to make if we want to be successful. The three decisions I believe we need to make right up front if we decide we want to be successful in any area of our lives. If we want complete success, and what does that complete success means to you is different from what it means to me. You have to identify those things and step forward and decide up front what it is. Now, the first decision we're going to make is first to choose where you feed. Now, when I use the word feed, I mean when we decide to go on this journey of success, one of the things that we all do is run out for information, and we try to get it everywhere and anywhere we can. There's a million gurus out there, and everybody tells you they're influencers. But be very careful of who you're listening to, because a lot of times the people you're listening to really don't have any relevant information to give you. They're just regurgitating the things that they have heard. They have no way to figure out if what they're telling you is legitimate and it's something that you can use. Sometimes what will happen, you'll take a whole bunch of information and you keep trying and throwing things against the wall to see what will stick, when realizing that it really wasn't relevant in the first place. So if you're going to choose a mentor now, keep this in mind. Make sure that person you decide to choose to be that mentor has a history of success that you're trying to achieve, success that you're trying to move towards, has relevant information that you know if he or she can become a mentor to you, they can pour that information in your life and help to transform this journey you've decided to go on of achieving the success that you desire. If you're like me, when I was much younger and I was trying to start that journey of my life to success, I could not find someone that I consider relevant enough for me to mentor me, because I was in a very new environment and I really did not know anyone. But that didn't discourage me. I turned to books and I started reading a lot of relevant books, things that inspired my spirit, uplift me, motivate me, things that got me in the right frame of mind to start this journey, because I realized that a lot of the negative hurdles that I was going to run into all started in my head, and I had to get that negative thinking out of me, get that stinking thinking, as a friend of mine calls it, out of me, so I can be positive and uplifted and have the right attitude for what I am trying, the journey I'm trying to go on. The second thing you're going to have to learn is you're going to have to decide up front what life you want, what type of life you want. And it might sound cliche or superficial, but you have to decide if you want to live in a big house in a different city, drive a certain type of car, what type of business do you want to own, or do you just want to move up the corporate ladder, and how much you think you're worth, you need to get paid, and do you need to go back to school to improve on yourself so the company you're working for can see your value and raise you up to the positions you're trying to get in corporate America. That's your choice. You just have to decide on which direction you're going to go with this and how you're going to make it work for you, because you can't start a journey without figuring out what the destination is. Actually, that leads me to a program that we have, which we started a few months back with a lot of young people. I call It's Your Life Creation Plan. We design a whole life creation plan that anyone can use, a 13-point step. It allows you to address every area of your life, where you can simply put each one of them under a microscope and say, okay, this is what I want. How do I change it? What do I do to change it? And I just don't deal with the intellectual aspect of it and the strategic aspect of it that was taught to me in universities. I also deal it from the spiritual perspective, because I realize that the spirit man is along for this journey as far as everything else that makes up who you are. So you can't address one side of you, the intellectual side, without figuring out how to empower the spiritual man. But that person inside of you is the one that drives you and pushes you and encourages you and motivates you to keep going on when things don't even look like it's working out right, or things are not just going the way you want them to, that you do not quit. That's what that person does for you. We teach you how to tap into your inner confidence, how to trust the God you serve to help you on this journey. Because we don't take God out of our programs and what we're trying to do, because we figure we have found out through our own personal experience how important it is to have faith. And so we stand on that. So the second choice is to figure out where you're going and decide your destination. Now the third one we're trying to choose is choose who you hang out with. And let me add an old saying my grandmother says, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. That was an old cliche saying that was around forever. My grandmother said, if you tell me you hang out with a bunch of lazy bums, don't do anything, then I'm going to assume and almost associate that you're going to eventually develop the same lazy habits that they have. If you end up with a bunch of dummies that don't know nothing, I'm going to eventually assume that later you're going to develop the same type of dummy mentality that they have. But if you're around educated people, people who are searching, people who are reading, people who are intellectuals, then by association, you too will gather some information from being around them, that you will be more intellectual than you are. You start thinking differently. You start arguing. You start eloquently speaking about the things that you want in your life and how to put them together in a great way. If you read the book, there's a book I read years ago in college, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and it talks about victors, that the warriors and victors, they already see the victory before they start the war. Visualization is important for this journey. Visualization is important for this journey because you have to see and know where you're going before you take off running. If you don't have a physical, a mental vision of where you're trying to get to, when you take off, how do you know where you're going? How do you even know if you get there? Because you have not taken the time to really put that together. It says when we pray, prayer is visualization. See it, receive it, and it shall be. Don't take it for granted. So have a great day and make 3 awesome decisions. If you're interested in our book, It's Your Life Creation Plan, drop us a line. We'll tell you how to get it, and we'll be more than happy to share it with you. Take care of yourself, entrepreneurs and creative thinkers.